Get started here today. Hip hop, the hip hop culture, started off as what was considered a fad, but it has stood the test of time. It has had its ups and its downs. And some believe that it's experiencing a serious down time. And some believe that it's experiencing a golden era or a new golden era. 10th grade says that Atlanta rap, from Shy to Raheem the Dream to Gucci Mane and Amigos and everything in between, that not only has Atlanta rap saved the hip hop culture, but it kept it from utter destruction. However, 11th grade says that is not the case. It says since Atlanta rap has came on the scene, that not only did it not save the hip hop culture, but it has destroyed it, and ultimate doom for the hip hop culture is at hand. 10th grade, 11th grade, come on up, because today we are going to debate this very interesting topic. Atlanta rap. Did it save or destroy the hip hop culture? Okay, so we're going to start with the opposing side, and that will be, of course, the 11th grade. And we're going to give them 4 minutes to state their case. And after that, 10th grade will state their case. 11th grade, you have 4 minutes. You may begin.
Okay, music is a way of communicating how we feel. It helps people communicate how they feel inside when they just can't find the words to express themselves. In other words, it helps us to find the words we can say. In the past, African Americans used their rap to express their struggle and spread the word. Therefore, they stick to the purpose of the music. Nowadays, the purpose revealed completely different since a new group of people, the Atlanta rappers, came into view. Besides going out of the track through the content, purpose, and audience and ruining the rap history. It also acts a factor in ruining the society. Their songs ruined the children's and grown-ups' morals and made them act in a different way. Due to their curses and swearing of the lyrics, morals are a very important characteristic that helps develop the society in many different ways.
Okay. 10th grade, you have 4 minutes.
What associates rap music with the thought that it has a negative relation on crime? The answer would probably be along the lines of, oh, they encourage people to do drugs and they encourage violence. What the answer might not be, most likely, was that the hate originated with cultural resistance. Historically, it was born in black community and played in the time and era of black slavery. This was a unique form of art back then, one that made the people of color's voices heard in a time when freedom was restricted and forbidden for these people. Their music, as well as people of color, have came a long way. Their ignored and dug chewed ad has been dragged through all types of phases. Throughout the eras and years with history that has been dragged as much with all kinds of struggles and oppression towards that phase, it was like a national treasure for them. It was their only way of expression throughout the eras. The rap culture doesn't just show and reflect people of color's own sufferings, but they showcase and portray the entire culture's struggles and oppression. Now, I won't deny that other music types talk about people's own personal struggles, but only hip-hop and rap actually get portrayed as the bad guy. They are the only types, or maybe from the minority, that actually get bashed and attacked for doing what they have been doing for years and eras even. Yes, they are violent, but they only portray what they have been through all these years. All the bashing toward their music and already their social unacceptance because they were slaves. How could slaves actually how could slaves actually make art that expresses their oppression? Where many young youths face struggles with the authority just because of their skin color, not with drugs, violence, or any types of bashing, but solely because of their skin color. When young youths are exposed to such things, Their way of showing reassurance that they were brought to this life for a reason and is not to get attacked by other people just because of their skin tone. It's listen to people that relate, people that have been through the same situation and could say more than just I understand, but actually people who understand, and that is where rappers are perfect role models for young youth for stuff. Findings from a study conducted by the Department of Sociology of University of North Chapel Hill confirms that black youth in Canada are more likely to be suspected by the police for committing than other racial or ethnic groups either by being stopped or searching by the police. In such societies, rap artists and as role models for these facing racial exploitation in their hometowns. Rap music, therefore, evolves a great sense of resistance for them.
Okay, so we have completed round one. Representatives of each debate team have a seat. We're going to take a 1 minute break so that you can talk your. Okay, okay. All right, we're about to begin round two. Remember, round two is, in fact, a rebuttal round. A rebuttal round. 10 and 11th grade representatives, debate team representatives, come on up. 11th grade. Okay, we're about to begin the first of two rebuttal rounds. 11th grade started off with the first round, so now we're going to have 10th grade to start off the second round. 10th grade, you have 4 minutes.
Okay, first of all, we're going to talk about the way that they talked about female misogyny or misogyny in general in the rap culture or the hip hop culture. So, first of all, I want to give up information, I want to give up evidence that there is a rapper called Trina or Katerina Lauren Taylor. Is an American rapper who XXL magazine called the most consistent female rapper of all time. She was also included in the Billboard's list of the 31 female rappers who changed the hip hop. And as of 2017, Trina has sold over 6 million records worldwide. This proves their points of misogyny. Here is a woman that first started in 1998 and continued on till 2017 with being crossed by several well-known sources. That she is a queen, portraying her culture in the perfect way. Even collaborated with one of the most known idols of the hip hop industry, Nicki Minaj. First of all, this contradicts the words that there's female misogyny or there's misogyny in the rap culture. Okay, so there's this female rapper who sings and she's black and she's in the rap industry. So this contradicts the words. First of all. Second of all, there are statistics that prove that as rap became more popular, overall crime declined, and as rap became more popular, violent crimes declined. Okay? The increasing of popularity of rap music fails to correspond with the decreasing levels of crimes and violent crimes. There is no relationship between rap music and crime rates, according to Rap Research Lab project by Tahir Okay? There is a significant fact highlighted in the statistics that there is a significant drop in the crime rates between 1993 and 1995 when rap culture continues to emerge. The chart conducted by Philip Bumpus. Okay, we've got examples here of rappers who were athletes back in their days. Due to being athletes, they inspire people and they inspire younger youths that they in fact can be really good at sports and still yeah, okay, so yeah, they can still be good at sports and do what they love. So, and that inspires young youths, young people of color to be inspirational. So, their schoolboy Q played multiple positions on a football player, as a football player, sorry, and ended up playing collectively at West Los Angeles College. Riff Raff could have been an NBA player and UOENO. Master P held an NBA contract twice. Cameron was one of the top high school point graders in the New York City. Nelly was a standout shortstop in the St. Louis Amateur Baseball Association. He was even scouted by the Cardinals. Okay, so is their argument complete? As in their essay, I do not believe that their argument is complete. First of all, they use the hasty generalization. First, in their songs attract the worst kind of people, criminals and offenders. That is a kind of contradictory to what they said in the introduction, which is, according to Spotify, analyze of 20 billion track, hip hop is the most listened to genre in the world. How does it attract the worst kind of people when, in fact, everyone listens to it? That's one. Two, they.
Okay, all right. 10th grade, we're going to have to allow 11th grade to start the second round here with their rebuttal. 11th grade, you have 4 minutes.
Alright, right now you were speaking about the past. You're not speaking about nowadays. Okay? First of all, we have an example of nowadays, which is Gucci Mane. Okay? He's an example of the Atlanta rappers who inspire people. Alright? If we're going to talk about this man, we're going to talk about that he would serve 183 days in jail on charges of a firearm possession. Boy, conceded felon, disorderly conduct, carrying a concealed weapon, and majority possession. Alright. If we're talking about those ones in the past, most of them were the past. They used to sing great songs, but not most of their songs concluded or included lots of crews as nowadays. Alright? Such an example of Gucci Mane, according to what he read, do you think that he's a good example for teenagers to listen to music and to use those words like curses and their morals and stuff and so on? Besides, I agree about what you said before, but the main point of the argument hold on. Alright. Alright, talking about the most popular genre, this is the main point of the argument. According to what? Because since it's the most popular one, we consider that genre in general, okay, destroys the rap culture. Besides, it holds only ahead of a bad impact. Alright? Second, it's about the controversial topic that many people who agree saves. None of what you say holds evidence or facts that many people agree. Alright? Besides, if many people agree, then why is it considered as a controversial topic? I mean, all you were talking about was only about the past. You didn't even mention anything about what's going on nowadays. You were talking about those old people who were singing in the past. You didn't mention anyone who was singing. Besides, you didn't get any evidence according to what you were saying. You were just speaking about their life in general, and you were just speaking about who was communicating with you, but that's not the main point. The main point that you're only talking about the past. Besides, if I'm going to talk about nowadays the music includes cruises, and besides, if you realize that through watching videos, it's not like how it used to be in the past. At the past, everything was different. Everything was way more better than nowadays. There were morals. There were people who were way more different than they are right now. Besides,
Okay, so we're going to end this round, and let me get the representatives to go ahead and have a seat, go back to your date teams, and we are going to take a 1 minute